Good day. Today what I would like to cover is to show how MFSQL Connector can be used to obtain information about the total number of objects in MFiles, in MFiles Vault, and some key information about that. Getting the total number of objects in a vault is no easy task. There is no default method to achieve that, but with the capabilities of MFSQL Connector, it is possible to extract that information and get a report for that. Let me demonstrate. The first thing to do is to install the MFSQL Connector and to connect it with the Vault. This is not a topic for this specific presentation, and therefore I'm going to work with a Vault that has already been connected. The Vault that I want to demonstrate is a demonstration Vault with a lot of objects in. This large volume Vault has in excess of 600,000 records in, and some 38 different classes. So what I'm going to show you is how we can use MFSQL Connector to actually get the information about those objects. In this particular instance, the Vault large volume has been connected with a database, MFSQL Connector large volume for version 48, and what you will see is that the amongst all of the different tables in and procedures within the MFSQL Connector application, there is a specific table called the object type to class object table, and this is the key table that we will be working with. So the first task that we have is to first extract the information. Now, just as an introduction, we can see all of the classes that is in this particular vault by looking at the class table in SQL, and as you can see here, we only have a few tables that have been set up as part of the app, which actually for the purposes of this particular demonstration has no real significance, because we can actually extract information not only for the those classes that have been set up in the MFSQL Connector, we can also extract the information for all of the classes. So there's a procedure to achieve that. So using SBMF object type update class index, and this has a switch in the switch. I can say, do I want to include all of the tables, or do I want to only include the tables that is included in the app? For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to say I want to do is all tables, and if I execute this procedure, then it would start to run. Now, I'm not going to wait for the full time that this is running for and keep you waiting. So I will come back once this has completed its process, and then we will take it on from there. So you can see that the procedure has run for about 16.5 minutes. And in that 16.5 minutes, what it has done, it has run through all of the classes, all of the objects in the Vault, and pulled out, so all of these classes was inspected and it has populated this table. So if we go and have a look at this table, so object type to class object, and we can see that in this table there is 560,000 rows that has been created and updated, and for every record it's actually extracted the object type, the class, the object ID itself, when was it updated, has it been deleted, and what's the latest version, and filled in the table. So you can do your own calculations from this table if you wish, but we have actually prepared a view that already summarizes the information, the object type summary. And if I look at the summary, it actually now summarizes it for every class and every object type, show me the total number of records, and show me the ID of the maximum ID in that class for the that is relevant in that class. If I scroll down, I can see that my test class, this is where the majority of the records are in, and there are two classes in that. Interestingly enough, there's only 11,000 records in this basic single prop test class. However, the highest object ID of the in that class is actually 557, whereby the highest ID in the large volume class in this object type is actually number 557014. If you want to get just the maximum by object type, you can change the view for it to actually just order it or group it by the object type, and therefore you can get the maximum object type in the record. Here you can also see that we in this view we also show which of the tables have actually been applied or included in the MFSQL Connector application. But for the purposes of this demonstration, this actually shows the ability to extract the total number of objects in the vault and to get a report for that. Thank you for listening.